After wins this weekend for Juventus and Como, a response is required from Roma in the race for the Champions League places. Giallorossi are 6th. Home side are safe in Serie A for another season and are more than capable of frustrating Gasparini's side. The Tardini on match week 36. It's Parma taking on AS Roma. We are underway at the Tardini. It is Parma against Roma. This is the third last Serie A fixture for both sides. Roma be keen to get off to a quick start, much as they did against Fiorentina last Monday night. 2 goals in quick succession in the opening minutes. It's the platform for a very comfortable 4-0 success at the Olimpico. Touches of the ball for Dybala. The space on this left-hand side for Valeri. Shot comes in from Elfej, struck the defender, Ndika. Elfej preferred to Teo Pellegrino. Another lean spell of late. Key figure for Parma in the early months of the season. Strefezza. Del Prato with the first-time ball in, looking for Elfej. It's knocked back to Strefezza, and for the second time in these opening minutes, fires well over the crossbar, the Brazilian. Hermoso intercepts. Elfej and Troilo getting in each other's way. And the ball is back with the visitors. Manu Kone. First time ball from Malen. How many times have we seen that happen in Serie A this season? Daniel Malen strikes again. And this time the goal is good. It's a dozen goals for the Dutchman, and Roma have their precious advantage here at the Tardini. Well, this man simply cannot stop scoring in the second half of this campaign. What a signing he has been. Parma getting in the tangle in the centre circle, and they were made to pay for it. It's a lovely first-time ball from Dybala for Daniel Malen, and he found the bottom corner beyond Suzuki. Lovely finish, lovely ball as well from Paulo Dybala. Dybala. Feet from him, Hermoso, ball straight across the face of goal, and Malen puts his forehead against the post. He's thinking, I could have had a second then. Hermoso trying to slide in Dybala, still Dybala, chips the ball in, it hits the post. Soler was so unlucky. Lovely little dinked cross in the first place, the danger's not clear. Hermoso finds Wesley. Soler going so close to number 2. This is that lovely cross from Paulo Dybala, just standing it up beautifully for Soler. Couldn't quite get the ball on target. Soler Who's out Roma this time? This is Strefezza for the home side. Looking up for support. Tries to go it alone. And that's the third time the Brazilian sent the ball harmlessly over Svilar's crossbar. It's headed here, clear by Cristante. Dybala completing the clearance. So plenty of the ball, Paulo Dybala. Valeri charging the ball down and does well. Still Valeri, gets the ball across, nobody there. Del Prato finds Ordóñez. He finds support from Nicolosi Caviglia, shot from distance as well wide. But that was an opening for Parma on their left-hand side, not for the first time. Valeri finding some space. Keita. Now Valenti. And Willy Valeri. Valenti was trying the little flick behind him for Valeri's run. And that is indeed half-time here at the Tardini. It's been a decent half all told for the Giallorossi. They have a one-goal advantage thanks to the main man of the moment, Daniel Malen. His 12th goal in Serie A for Roma since his arrival in January. What a tremendous record that is. Roma might have even had a second. Matthias Sulle saw his header come back off the woodwork. Closest Parma have come. There was an opportunity provided by Indica, which almost let in Strefezza. We are underway at the start of the second half. Roma will look to press home their advantage if at all possible. Valeri's ball goes straight into the gloves of Miles Svilar. Work from Nicolosi Caviglia, snatching the ball. Strefezza gets a shot away, and Strefezza scores. Parma level right at the start of the second half. Gabriel Strefezza striking again. Scored very early here in the game against Napoli a few weeks back. A goal inside the first minute of the first half. And here he finds the target very early on in the second against another Champions League chasing side. Gabriel Strefezza with his second goal in Parma colours. It's given away in the first place by the Giallorossi, picked up by Nicolosi Caviglia, a square ball for Strefezza. Found room for the shot on his right foot and beats Svilar. Terrific response from the Giallo Blue here. And it's game on. Gabriel Strefezza, whose efforts on goal in the first half were cercati. Prato running into trouble, Dybala. Corner goes down, play on, says the referee. And their own worst enemy, Parma, and Daniel Malen, so close to getting his second. Shot too close to Suzuki in the end, but what were Parma playing at there? Mancini does well. Ball is still in play, ball comes in. Malen was there at the near post. Smart defending in the end. Roma stung by that equaliser, come forward again. Wesley. Support from Dybala, the left foot cross. Took a deflection. Parma will try and break. Elfej. Strefezza. In the end, it's Hermoso tidying up. Sulle challenged unlawfully in the end by Nicolosi Caviglia. Valeri with the corner. Left foot delivery is deep. Header comes in and finds the bottom corner. And Pellegrino, what an impact by the substitute. Looks like it's not going to stand. And Pellegrino's face changes expression. Parma's players want to know why. It looked like a clean enough header. There. Across Villar. Free kick then to Parma. Svila came and got both gloves to it. Shot comes in. Wasn't all that far away in the end. You could tell by the reaction of the crowd. Fizzing effort from distance. Svilar's punch. Shot from Ordóñez. Nui. Chance for Elfej to break. He's got support on his left. Still Elfej finds it now. Valeri's shot comes in and Del Prato couldn't quite get there. Pellegrino inevitably a target of that near post. Doesn't reach him. Half cleared by Malen. Ordóñez. Loose ball though from him, and here come Roma with Malen. Nui. Dybala back to Malen! Fine save by Suzuki, and the ball is over the top from Pizzilli. And that was a chance for the Giallorossi. Decent stop in the end by Suzuki. Parma giving the ball away again, just as they did for the first goal. In the end, Dybala slotting the ball back into the path of Malen. You saw his shot beaten out by the big Japanese keeper. It's deep. It falls for Malen. Malen gets to the byline, cuts it back. Pizzilli is there. And inflection in the end. Good work by Cercati to block the shot. It was on target. In comes that free kick. They're in the end drifting harmlessly wide. Keita. Esteves. Keita continuing his run. He'll get a shot away, and he's found the net. And Parma are ahead inside the final 5 minutes. Mandela Keita. It's his first goal for Parma this season, and what a time to get it, and what circumstances to get it in. The home side have turned this game on its head here at the Tardini, and Roma, in a game they had to win, are now staring down the barrel of defeat. Terrific celebrations here in the technical area. The young Belgian, Mandela Keita. Well, he it was that made the forward run, and in the end he got his reward. When you assume that they are relatives, judging by the emotion on their faces. Estevez' ball through, brought down by Keita. Dybala. Wesley's cross, cut out by Suzuki. It dropped it in the first place. This is Wesley. Wesley's ball across, pushed over his own bar in the end by Suzuki. Ball drops, it's only half cleared. Shot comes in at the end! Rensch has drawn Roma level right at the death. It looks like the giallorossi have managed to avoid defeat after all. It still won't really be enough. But Rensch, it's his first goal of the season for Roma. Ball dropped down to him on the edge of the penalty area. The first time shot was true. Gilardi, Elainui, Dybala. Dybala swings the ball across. Rensch was there and it looked like he was held. Referee is saying no, the Roma players will protest. They felt that Rensch was held back there. He was tussling certainly with Brichki. Was that enough? And indeed, check in progress. He's going to have a look at the screen. He's taking advice from Paolo Mazzoleni. This could be a critical moment in the Champions League race.
A seguito di revisione, il calciatore numero 27 del Parma trattiene un avversario in area di rigore. Decisione finale, calcio di rigore e ammonizione.
It is indeed a penalty and in fact a red card for young Sasha Brichki. Gasparini can afford to smile. He's seen so much before in his career, hasn't he? It will be Daniel Malen against Suzuki. Malen finds the net! Roma celebrates. They have their vital 3 points here at the Tardini. And a game that came so close to getting away from them, they have reclaimed all 3 points here. And their Champions League challenge continues. Daniel Malen, the man of the moment, with his second of the game. He had his chances in the second half to grab a second. In the end, he's done so with the last kick of the game and from the penalty spot. Roma will celebrate 3 precious points in the fight for the Champions League places. That's what it means to them. They managed to turn this game right around in stoppage time. It looked for all the world as if the giallorossi were facing a painful defeat here at the Tardini. But Malen's penalty in the 6th minute of stoppage time, rescued his team and secured all 3 points. The fight goes on in the race for the Champions League places. They are still applying the pressure on the likes of Milan and Juventus.